We both agree that every Michigander deserves an opportunity to go to college without frying their bank account.
Absolutely. A higher education helps you learn more skills, pursue your passions, and even plant your roots right here in Michigan.
But for too many, college is financially out of reach. That's why I'm so excited to announce an appealing plan.
Well, at least we were watching. That's the pitch for free community college from the Michigan Governor, Democrat Gretchen Whitmer, in a strange new video that features Professor Potato Head. Meanwhile, a new book claims that President Biden preferred Whitmer to be his running mate back in 2020. We bring in the Jessicas on a Thursday morning. Jessica Anderson, President of Sentinel Action Fund. Jessica Tarloff, co-host of The Five. Good morning, both of you. Welcome back to New York.
Welcome back to
with you in New Hampshire. Yes. Like I said, I guess it gets attention.
Yeah, I mean,
minimum.
This feels like an intentional play by the governor to push herself back in the front of the news cycle. She was a close second choice for Biden. Biden is clearly bleeding young voters all across the country. This is a play to get those young voters in Michigan back on her side. She's showing President Biden she can pick up those voters that he is leaving behind. This just feels like a political ploy to me.
Plus, if you do free community college, there's no more student loans, at least on that front. But
that's right.
Jessica, when you look at this, if Whitmer had been the pick in 2020, would Biden be running right now?
Yes, I still think he would be running, but I think that Democrats would probably feel a lot more secure about what the next 4 years, and probably a lot of moderates and independents. I think his coalition would not be, or we would not be speculating as much about a fraying. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen until people show up and vote. But Gretchen Whitmer has outperformed expectations. I mean, she's flipped the legislature in Michigan. She's gotten everything done. I mean, the Midwest, the Democratic governors from Pennsylvania through the Midwest have just done an incredible job. And they're really the bright light that everyone is looking to as the next generation that's coming up. And Gretchen Whitmer is a big part of that.
Pennsylvania and Michigan.
Talk about it?
You're talking about Pennsylvania.
Yeah, well, Josh Shapiro is.
I just want to share these numbers here. Here's Biden and Harris. Disapproves at 58 for Biden. Disapprove for her is 57. So they're kind of neck and neck, if that means much.
Yeah, I think it means a lot. We're 10 months away from the election, and the Democratic Party doesn't have their base. They don't have clarity on the left, and the extremism of everything that Whitmer's done. I mean, we talk about why she's a shining light, because she's the second most extreme governor in the country. When how she handled COVID, all the lockdowns. I mean, we'd still be locked down if probably you didn't have the tsunami from Washington changing things. So I think you've got a really interesting play going on of what are they going to do politically to try to bring those voters in, instead of focusing on the issues that we actually care about. 30% of this last Emerson poll showed young voters care about the economy. Where's the actual conversation on dereg, on jobs, on the economy?
I want to ask you about just regulations and that. So I didn't even know these things existed, but I guess nicotine pouches help people break their addiction to smoking.
They can, yeah.
And there is some concern, apparently, that too many kids are using them and misusing them. So Schumer is moving forward, Biden maybe as well, to try to remove these. Here's Tommy Tuberville. He is from Alabama. As you know, he's a senator. Here's what he thinks about this.
Instead of worrying about fentanyl that's coming across the border every day, that's killing 100,000 people in the United States of America every year, for him to be worried about something other than that fentanyl shows you the direction that Schumer is headed.
All right. So apparently Richard Hudson, the congressman from North Carolina, uses these. And so this is like one of those things where it's like when government is just at you all the time.
Yeah, but there are actually a lot of Republican senators that are interested in. Schumer wants to do a study on this. He's not actually trying to ban it outright. And like Bill Cassidy has said, yeah, we should look into it. Anything that could have major health repercussions, we should. And everyone is concerned about this new generation of what people are consuming, like the juuling and that getting to high schoolers and then becoming addicted for the rest of their lives. And I feel like it falls into that category. But I understand it's also great for first responders, use it to stay awake and to stay alert. And that's important as well.
Jessica?
I mean, what does government have any role in telling the specifics of this. It was gas stoves, it's electric cars, now it's Zyn. I mean, the list of overregulation and the heavy-handedness, it just shows a misprioritization of the left right now when our country actually needs help.
Maybe even like kind of on both sides, right? Like the big issues get pushed aside and then they deal with things.
We'll have the big election issue will be Zyn and not the economy.
Come and take it.
Your toaster's next. Jessica,
That's right.
thanks to both of you.
Thank you.